Receiving content. I'm live. Who's going to be the first one here? Of course it's Colton. He's always the first one here, it seems like. Hi, Colton. How you doing? Let me take a sip of water to get past that. That race. Holy crap, that was crazy. Yeah. Man, that was a crazy, crazy target race I just recorded. So we'll wait for more people to get in here, and then I'll start answering the questions. Because there were some very, very good questions that were given to me, and had to think about some of them for a little bit. I was like, man, I don't know some of these answers. So, we'll see. YouTube's new policy does not affect me. I don't think so. Probably doesn't affect. I don't think it affects me. It's like within the last month. If it's like the last month, then no, it doesn't. But if it does, oh well. You know. All right, we got a good amount of people in. We'll do the questions. I see JJ just submitted his, so I'll refresh the page whenever I. Zero's question is great, by the way, too. So yeah, we'll get started with some of the questions. First one is Colton's. Are you gay? No. That's simple. Just a simple no. Jake Galloway asked my favorite Gatorade Cup Series season, which, oh, by the way, I should probably do this. Hey, Top's here. I can do something, right, with this chat. I can, like, pop out. There it is. Yep. Thought there was something like that. All right. Oh, it's black. That's interesting. It's like my dark color. All right. Where can I put? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Now it's just going wrong. This is why I don't go live. Stuff goes wrong. Technical difficulties. Actually, I already answered Colton's question right here. This third one, can you figure out how he disappeared? That was in the Watkins Glen race. I can actually show you how he disappeared, as I think I actually have it somewhere in here. Where is it? Maybe I got rid of it. Nope. No. Oh. There it is. Says you can see right here. There's Colton. Thanks to Trey Rain for figuring this out, because he actually master detective here. So this was when I was getting mad, and I was like, oh my God, the caution's already out, and I went quickly. But for a split second, you can see the 15 getting spun by the 48 of Nichols. So that's Colton right there in the 15 getting spun by Nichols, and that is how he crashed and was out of the race. My guess is it was a pretty hard hit. It looks like he went right into the tire barriers, probably got stuck in there. So, oh, there goes the chat again. Yeah, I thought that either you were racing back and you hit someone, like, after you raced back, and maybe that was it. Watkins Glen was crazy, and not the good kind of crazy. All right, next one. Out of all three series, what was your favorite race you've ever done? I actually had to really think about this one because I've done a lot of races. My favorite race is the Target Series Season 2 Sony 250. There was a big crash. About 5 cars went upside down. There was a photo finish. I think it was actually the closest Target Series finish in history. So that's actually my favorite race, the Target Series Sony 250. Zero, or Carter, because his name's not Zero anymore, asked why. And my response to that is why not? So there you go. William Seaman asked, can you figure out why the races at Watkins Glen are rigged? I don't know what he means by this, because none of the races are rigged. I can fight that. They are not rigged whatsoever. None of the races are rigged. If it was rigged, Eli Bright would have won the race hands down. He would have never been passed. He would have started on pole and ran away, or someone else would have won the race. And Eli did not win. In fact, he pitted with 2 to go and crashed and whatnot. He did not dominate the race. Well, he dominated the race, but he got passed and the only reason he kept the lead was because the 17 pitted. So the races are not rigged. I don't know if he means why the races are bad. The races are bad because it's a road course. Yeah, that's basically it. That's probably what he means, Colton, is why are they like that? I don't know. That's how road courses are in NR. There's a few exceptions to road courses that are kind of good. Other than that, most road courses are start on pole, and without pit stop, you're going to win. So I think that's what he means. I hope that's what he means. I hope he doesn't think I rigged them. Michael Canto asks, what's the hardest part about being an NR 2003 YouTuber? And that would probably be just making the AI work on tracks at 110% difficulty. Because I feel like if you don't have the AI up high enough, they're not going to pass. And then at some tracks, if you have it up too high, it's not good. Like Bristol, when it used to be 110%, it was bad. So it's kind of trying to find the balance between the AI at certain tracks. Some tracks are fantastic with AI, don't get me wrong. Chicago's very great. Daytona, Talladega are some of the best tracks I've seen. Vegas is pretty good. Atlanta, Auto Club, they're very good tracks. But there's just some tracks where you have to try and find a happy balance of editing the track INI. There's a lot of work that I've done into some of the track INIs to fix it. So that's probably what the hardest part is. It takes a lot of time. Luke Rainey asks, since Dale Jr. retired, are you going to have a new favorite driver? If so, who? And my response to that is I'm not going to have a new favorite driver. I am done rooting for people. I'll watch NASCAR. I just won't have a favorite. Of course, I'll still be rooting for Hendrick Motorsports. But other than that, I probably won't have a favorite driver. I'll probably just, the people that I kind of like are people I'm going to want to win and do well. Dale Jr. fan forever, 88 Hendrick asks, when you're going to do a race review? I've already done a few. There's a lot of videos. The other Earnhardt Jeffrey, no, sadly. Face reveal I've already done. What is your favorite NR 2003 Cup season across all three series? Yeah. Well, I think this actually ties into Jake's question, which I don't think I ever answered. But my favorite Gatorade Cup Series season would have to be Season 5 or Season 3. I really enjoyed Season 5 and Season 3. So if I had to pick between those two, I would probably say Season 3, because it came down to Homestead between 11 drivers for the championship, which I thought was really cool and my favorite. It was my favorite season, definitely, for Gatorade Cup. My favorite season across all three series would have to be Season 2 Target Series. That was hands down one of my favorite seasons that I've ever done. Season 2 and Season 3, where it was Season 2 Target, Season 3 Gatorade Cup, probably my favorite I've ever done. My worst was Season 4. For some reason, Season 4 and Season 3 of the Target Series, I was down, and it was like I didn't want to do it anymore. And it kind of showed in the quality of the race, I guess. I didn't feel enthusiastic about it, but that kind of rejuvenated in Season 5, so hopefully it keeps like that for a good amount longer. Derek Hamill asks, who is your favorite driver besides Dale Jr.? I really had to think about this one, too, because you don't really think about this. I try to think teammates like Chase. No, not really. Jimmy, no. I've been mad at Jimmy Johnson a few times. And I tried to think of Casey, Jeff, and all the other teammates, and I really couldn't think of one. But then one kind of stood in my head of one that I always, if Dale couldn't win, was someone I kind of wanted to win. And that was Martin Truex Jr. For some reason, something about Martin Truex Jr. I really always liked about, and if he won, I would have been happy for him, unlike most drivers. So that's probably Martin Truex Jr. is probably my second favorite driver besides Dale Jr., but he won't be my favorite once Dale Jr. is retired. And are you going to bring back the Roller Coaster Tycoon series? That's a possibility. I just know that I think I stopped it because of the time that I didn't have. So if I have time, I might start it back up. Who knows? Eli Brass will ever win a Gatorade Cup Series race? That, of course, in response to the Watkins Glen race. The answer is probably. If you don't, then I'm sorry, but you probably will. Matt Wells asks, what is your favorite NASCAR track? Martinsville is my favorite NASCAR track. I love Martinsville. I love short tracks in general, but Martinsville is just my favorite. It has that feel of a short track. So probably my favorite track is Martinsville. Yepez asked a lot of just questions, 5 of them. Best guy that you know in this community that isn't JJ. We both know that you're couples. That's a sarcasm, because we're not. The best guy that I know in this community, probably TJ Hanley, because he's done so much for me. He was in my series season 1, so that's number 1. Number 2, he's done a lot for my series. He's done race cards for Gatorade and Target. He's done paint schemes. He's done throwbacks. The season 4, I think it was, he did paint schemes like at least like multiple paint schemes for every driver. So he's probably the best guy that I know in this community. He's truly dedicated. Worst track in NASCAR actually running. This one I had to think about because it came down to 3 tracks: Kentucky, Indianapolis, New Hampshire. I was trying to think like which one. I would say Indianapolis because as of late it's just not produced the racing. At least Kentucky sometimes has some good races, and New Hampshire can sometimes have good races. But Indianapolis overall is just a high horsepower track. It's kind of like Pocono, but it's not as unique as Pocono. It's like kind of cool, but it's just a high horsepower track. If you have the most horsepower, you're probably going to win, unless of course it's like this. Top, you want to ask a question? If you want to ask one, I think I'll allow people to ask some here after I'm done with these. So if you could just put it in the chat when I'm done, then that could probably... Yeah, the plates of the Cup plates in Xfinity was actually pretty good, I will not lie. It was a pretty good race that was. But something about Indy, it's just like, I don't like it. Anytime they go there, I'm kind of like strained. I'm like, I don't want to. I think he's asking if I'm going to do like a 4, like Cup, Target, Trucks, and what I did was ARCA, but not ARCA. I probably won't because honestly, I didn't enjoy a 4th series. It was almost like it kind of bogged down the other 4 or the other 3. So I think I'll probably just stick with 3 until I'm done, or maybe I'll just keep going forever. I don't know. Worst moment that happened to me and that involved YouTube. I was trying to think of this. And I could not think of a bad moment that happened while I was involved in YouTube. Like I was thinking like, well, nothing really ever like got removed from my channel. I never really got like wiped out as a channel. The worst thing that happened to me was probably because of my own cause, was just not uploading for chunks of time. There's a video that I uploaded it's actually my 2000th video that I uploaded last year, where in it I kind of referenced these chunks that I had of not uploading. There was one that went from I think June to October without uploading. Then there's another one that went from August to January without uploading. And that's kind of something that I regret now, not maybe starting NR sooner or something like that. So that's probably the worst moment that happened, even though it wasn't really something YouTube did. Maybe a worse moment would be them with their weird monetization, like guideline thing, where it was like the yellow thing. It was like, it may not be suitable for advertisers. That's probably one too. Championship that I want to win, someone like other guys' series. The Granger series, because I've done so well. I've been one of the best in the Granger series, so if I could win that, that would be cool, but there's a lot of competition. Griffin Lynn asks, will me and Kyle win race this season? Luck, I don't know. I can't answer that. Here we go. This one's actually one of my favorite questions. If you had unlimited money to build a NASCAR track wherever you realistically wanted, where would you build it, and what would it be like? First of all, I'll say what it would be like. It would be like Bristol. I would love to make it like a nice, fast half-mile track where the bottom works. So like, you know how Bristol now you can kind of use the bottom and the top? I'd like it to where the bottom works. Kind of have best of both worlds there, 2 tracks. So I don't know where I would build it, to be honest. Another country would be cool, but I don't know if like the logistics behind that. So I would probably just keep it in the United States. The West doesn't really have a lot of tracks. Maybe like up northwest, that would be something cool, like up around Oregon or like Colorado, somewhere out there probably. I'd like to build it just as a, then I would get to fly out there too. Harrisburg, yeah, let's build another one in Pennsylvania. That would be cool. A good one in Pennsylvania too. Pocono's kind of, it's eh. Do I have plans to upgrade to Gen 6 mod? Yes, I'm most likely going to use the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2017 mod and use the 2017 cars, most likely. And will I use fictional or real cars? Real cars. I always use real cars. But of course, if you want to make a fictional car, you can obviously use it. How old were you when you made this channel? I don't even know that answer. I think it's like 8 or 9. Are you good at math? Yes, I would say I'm good at math. It's always been one of my favorite subjects. Figure 8 would be cool, Luke. That would be cool. Like over and under bridge. That would be cool. It's always been one of my favorite subjects. It's always been one of my best subjects, math has. But that question I'm not, because I'm not going to sit here and try and do all that math. It's probably going to be like somewhere like decimal. So yeah, I'm good at math. I got 100 last quarter, so that's good. I'm recommend for AP Math, so that's good. TJ Hanley asked a lot of good questions too, as you know, TJ. NASCAR Hall of Fame was recent. Who would you pick to be the inaugural Hall of Famers for your channel? Well, Colton, that's funny you say that, because here's the question. All right, get that back up. So, Hall of Famers, they do what? 6 every year, right? They do 6? Something like that. I'll do 6. So, Jeff Bright has to be a given. Like, have you seen what he's done? He has to be a given. Another person that has to be given, Michael Gregory. He's been around every season for the Gatorade Cup Series, and he's won a championship, so that makes him basically automatically locked in. Kevin Bam won Season 1 championship. He's been one of the best in points. I believe he has the best average finish in points. He has like a 2-point-something average finish in points or something like that. He's insane in the Gatorade Cup Series. Dan Bannon has done really well in every series as well, so he would definitely have to be in. That's 4. Who else did I say last night? Who did I say last night? Who did I say already? Jeff Bright, Michael Gregory, the Bandons. I had a list last night. I should have written it down, but I forget. I'm trying to look here on this paper and maybe think about who it was. Oh, Code Luigi, I was going to say. Because he joined Season 4 of the Gatorade Cup Series. He won 2 races. Then the next season, he won 3 in the championship, and now he's won another. So that's 5, and then 6 is TJ. He's been around every season. He's done so much for the series. He has to be a given. So that's the first ballot Hall of Fame right there. You have Jeff Bright, Code Luigi, Jeff Bright, Code Luigi, the Bandons, TJ, and Gregory. Yes, Jake, I did. I think you could probably go back. I think DVR is enabled in this. I kind of answered it with another because I actually forgot about yours. I got sidetracked by something, and then I went to the question after yours. But I'll answer it now. It's actually Season 3 of the Gatorade Cup Series because of the 11-way ballot I had going into Homestead. So NASCAR recently added the Charlotte Roval. Do you think other tracks should add their road courses? Yes, all the yes. Indianapolis, if they cannot fix that, they should definitely add their road course. Pocono has like a million different road course configurations. They should add their road course configuration. Some others have road courses. I think it'd be really cool if they add their road courses as well. So yeah, I think that road courses, if the track has a roval, why not try it? If you have 2 dates, why not give one to a roval? You know, that's what I'm gonna say. What would you like to see improved on the NASCAR 2018 season compared to 2017? Would be the length between the stages. I would really like that to be shorter. I didn't like sitting for 5 minutes. Yeah, I really did not like sitting for 5 minutes waiting. So if they can maybe make it a quickie yellow, you know, it's not like they're cleaning up a crash or debris. You know, they're out there. It's for commercials and stuff. So if they can make it a quickie yellow or at least 3 laps, maybe only. If it's a short caution, that would be great. So yeah, that's something I'd like to see improved on. What 2018 underdog NASCAR team will rise the quickest due to a lot of changes in the offseason? I don't know if Richard Petty Motorsports is considered an underdog team, but I'm going to say Richard Petty Motorsports. They got a new Chevrolet body, which is going to be great. I think the Chevrolet body is going to give an advantage to the Chevys. In fact, I believe that the new body, you're going to see Ford fall behind now since they have the oldest body. But I do think, though, Ford will do the best at the plate tracks in qualifying, and here's why. Is it any surprise that this season with the Toyota new body, is it any surprise that at the restrictor plate tracks they were some of the slowest? That new body with all this stuff, it's all about aerodynamics, but because of how what's the word? It's all like shaped out and it gives all the aerodynamics, but it makes the car slower. I think it's not as slick. So I think the Fords are going to do the best on the plate qualifying, but I think that Toyotas and Chevys are going to be the best overall, and I think the Chevy new body is really going to help them catch up. I believe Richard Petty Motorsports might have a breakout season. Why do NR 2003 road course suck so much? I think it's because they're turning left and right. I don't think the AI know how to turn right. But I think because it's so tight, you never really get speed built up. And then once you do get speed built up, you have to go into like a 90-degree corner, like at Sonoma, which is bad for the racing as is. And there's just no passing zones. It's kind of just meh. What would you suggest to make them better? Maybe like entering pit road would be something that I would love to see fixed on Watkins Glen, where they don't just hit the pit rails all the time. Like, I don't know how to fix it, really. I'm not a track maker. I wouldn't know how to make it work. But, like, we don't go to Sonoma. I think Watkins Glen's the only road course we go to in the Cup Series, thankfully. But I really don't think that, like, you can fix it all that much. Even like the original road courses suck. So I really wouldn't know how to make it better unless like you make them less aggressive on the road course and they can still pass. I don't know if that's a thing you can do. Will you ever rename the channel to match your videos and content? That was something I actually thought about. I thought about making another channel that's like a kind of affiliated with this one to possibly upload content. But as of now, no, I'm just going to keep this and hope for the best. What would you like to see in the future of this channel and the viewers? I would like to see more commitment out of me. Keep the races as good quality as it is. I'd like the viewer interaction to go up, and I would like also for the viewers to have fun while watching the races and kind of interact more in the comments. That would be a very cool thing. So I think that's all of TJ's. Yes, that's all of TJ's. JJ said he added his in here, so we'll go and see if his is here. Yes. The fifth question. JJ likes the fifth question at TJ's. Oh, yeah. All right. JJ, let me get this up. JJ asks, what is your favorite custom paint scheme from Jay Jefferson, Joe Jefferson, and Marcus Sacchi? Oh my gosh, that's so many. Okay, let me think about this. Oh, can I go back to that one? If you had the opportunity to be the play-by-play announcer for NASCAR, who would you pick as color commentators? Oh man, that's a good one. So, I'm guessing that's going to be people who are alive. So, man, these are good questions. My favorite cartoon was SpongeBob, probably, so I got number 3, SpongeBob. So my color commentators, there has to be 2 of them. I'm trying to think of, like, who does it now. God dang it. I really do like Joe Jefferson's Napa for this one. So play-by-play, let me see. I have my eyes closed trying to envision who's been commentators. Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett has to be one hands down. He's so good at it. And, yeah, Dale Jarrett's like he's just, Larry McReynolds. Dale Jarrett and Larry McReynolds. There we go. So, Dale Jarrett and Larry McReynolds would be my 2 color commentators. I think they would do great. And then favorite paint scheme from Jay Jefferson, Joe Jefferson, and Marcus Sacchi. I'm really trying to think about this one. Oh, God dang it. So what does JJ drive? The 78? Oh, God. I can't think. It's annoying me. The Napa car is really good. I think that might be 1. But I'm trying to think of like other ones, but I can't think because I can't think to the past. Alright, so I saw that there was a question up here in the chat. I'll go back to the chat now. We're done with that. So now if anyone's here and they want to ask one, they haven't asked one, they can ask one here. The chat has to come up. Alright, there we go. I saw this. Have you ever thought about adding new tracks to the schedule since NRS has a lot of major tracks? Yes, I've always been looking for new tracks to try and put into the schedule and implement to the schedule. So yes, I've always thought about doing that. What is your favorite paint scheme I have ever painted and for every car? That you have ever painted? Well, that's pretty. I really liked your GameStop truck car. Truck car? Your GameStop truck. Your GameStop truck. I really like that one. And then my favorite paint scheme ever, is it just an NR? Or my favorite paint scheme in NASCAR? Derek has a question. Derek can ask his question as Colton replies to my question. Is it NR paint scheme or is it like an actual real life paint scheme? Because if it's NR, I'm trying to think. If it's real life, I have one in mind that I can look up. NR. Okay. For my series. Okay. Okay. That's a lot. Code and TJ have made some great paint schemes overall. These are some good questions and ones I can't think about. Some of these are like, What track would you like to see brought back to the Cup schedule? Cup. North Wilkes-Barre would be cool. Yeah, that's my North Wilkes-Barre. My favorite paint scheme for my series. Last season had some pretty good paint schemes. Oh my God, why can't I think? Favorite Kamikaze games? I never really watched Kamikaze games. I've watched some of his rants and like that. Oh God, I just cursed. That's demonetized right there. Or just brought to the Cup schedule. If it was just brought to the Cup schedule, Road America would be a funny one to add. Road America, I think I would love to see on the Cup schedule. So I don't know if I can really answer JJ's number 4 one because honestly, when was the last time I've watched even a Kamikaze video? That's a long time ago. A long time ago was when I last watched a Kamikaze Games video, so I don't know. I can't answer that. Why can't I answer Colton's one? That's annoying me. I'm gonna like go look through all the paint schemes now and just run into my Hangout and be like, Colton, I know it now. But let's see. I'm trying to think. Reckoning Canada. Canada. I did it again. Canada kink. I don't know why can't. That's a good question. Why can't I? Yeah, the 15 for you is the one. But the GameStop car truck car. My God, I can't think. Nah, but shit. Pass. I used my one pass on Colton's question. If I had to pick one though, it would probably be from last season. Luigi painted some pretty good paint schemes for his 42 car. Even this season he did too. Hi Mark, how you doing? Ooh. Oh, you know which one I really like from this? This is from this season, and I'll just use it for my overall until I really have one. It's from Codes. And it's this one. He painted this. I really liked it. There it is. I really like this one. So that one's probably my favorite that I can remember. So there you go. There you go, Colton. There's your answer. The 19 throwback. Oh, that was good. That was a good paint scheme. I don't have GIMP. Do I have GIMP? No, I don't have. Yeah, wait. I have GIMP, but I don't use it. I just use paint.net. That's what I use. It's practically GIMP, but apparently GIMP's better or something. I don't know. I have never painted a car before. So, we're at the end of the questions, I think. Almost just broke my back trying to sit up straighter in my chair. How do you send the cars to me? Through you could go through. I know some people upload them to Google Drive. Some people upload them to Mediafire and send them to me. However you want to upload, just send the link to me, and I will download them and put them into the game. Colton just echoed what I said, so that's good. So yeah, I think we're basically target race tomorrow's something crazy. I didn't finish answering the paint scheme question I had. Oh, I thought I said it was Joe Jefferson's Snap car because that's the newest one I can think of. I know that, why can't I think? I can't think of paint schemes for some reason. Paint schemes are something that like I really like, but like it just doesn't stick with me for some reason. It's weird. The 30 Napa car is very, very nice. Um, I wouldn't. What do you drive? You drive the one. You have the Pringles car. And the each driver. Oh crap! Each driver. So yeah, 30 for Joe Jefferson. For Jay Jefferson. Man, he's driven a 48, but he didn't really have any custom ones in that 48. What did he drive after the 48? What did you drive? You drove the one last season, right? Code just asked a question. Let's go there. Maybe I'll think about what JJ's driven. I just dropped my pencil. Creator Studio. Don't look at this. Each driver. Marcus. I can't think of anything for Marcus. Oh, crap. Shoot. What's your favorite video game console? What's the best game you play on it? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Why do I have a pencil? I don't know. I fidget a lot. Like my hands, I fidget a lot. I should have a fidget spinner, but I don't. There was that JJ Universal's paint scheme for the 48. The one last season you had the Chris Cornell tribute. I remember that. Did you have anything else? Is PC a console? Did he? Oh my god, I can't think. Marcus Sachi, does he even have paints? Oh, the 66 is really cool. The one with the corner. I really like that one. There you go. Boom, that's Marcus's. And Jay's. Your Pizza Hut car is cool in the Target series. I really like that one. There you go. There we go. I answered JJ's question. One foul swoop. Favorite video game console and the best game I've played on it. That's kind of a toss-up. Do I go with a Nintendo console or do I go with PS2? Also, I have the pencil because I'm trying to figure out that stupid math thing. So we'll see. We'll see if I can figure that out. So it's 1700 divided by 36 plus 567 times 238. And then we'll see if I can. So my favorite video game console. What if I used the Coca-Cola scheme like once or twice now? Okay. So let me try and do this, and then I'll think. Wait, what was I thinking about? Oh, I was thinking about codes. My God, I'm so bad today. All right. Okay. So, favorite console. I'm going to try and go back and think about my first ones. So my first console I ever had was an SNES. Use a calculator, but that's cheating. Well, that's cheating. That's not help. That's cheating. We'll get into the logistics of that later or never. So my first was an SNES. Then like Game Boy and all that crap. I don't know if that's a handheld console, so I guess it counts as a console. Do I watch YouTube poops? Nope. You're barking up the wrong tree there. I don't know why it says suck, cry, and that's really the only bad things I can see out of that. So, favorite console. If I just say PS2, it's just gonna be shut up software update. If I just say PS2, it's just gonna be a NASCAR game. If I say Wii, it's gonna be like, Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. If it's PS2, it's NASCAR. My favorite on PS2 is NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. I just can't think today for some reason. Something about my brain today has been fried. And then, if it's the Wii, it'd probably be Twilight Princess. That was always one of my favorite games. I've actually still played it. So yeah, there you go. Answered that question. I'm still trying to figure out the math, but with what I have, it's 11,805, and then a lot of 8s after it. So there we go. That's what I got. If Evan were here, he could try and see if that's right, or someone could see if it's right. I don't know. Make sure you do order of operations though. PEMDAS. So we're at the end of the questions now, I think, unless someone added another one. But other than that, I think we're done. Yep, we are done with those. The Zelda game, Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Probably my favorite Zelda game. Although Link to the Past gives it a run. Oh god, now I'm talking gibberish that some people don't know. I'm sorry if you don't know what I'm talking about. How do you feel about the Steelers losing to the Jags a couple weeks ago? Like every sport, I was mad at the time. Then I got over it. And now I'm just like, how do you lose? Damn, you could have given New England a run for their money. What's wrong with you? You lost to a field goal, which could have easily been, like, could have gotten the field goal earlier in the game when it was 4th down, you decided to go for it. And then, if they didn't try and run it to the outside on 4th and inches, you know, they probably could have gotten another score. So there were a lot of calls in that game that were questionable and whatnot. So we'll just have to see, you know. Favorite sports logo? Like, sports logo as in, like, the actual sport logo or the logo for a team in the sport. Breath of the Wild I haven't played either. But I hear it's good and it looks good. So maybe I have to get that maybe. Sports logo. I'm trying to think. Damn, man. Yeah. I really don't know. Team logo. Okay. I always like the Falcons and how the Falcon made an F. I don't really watch anything, like I don't watch baseball or basketball or hockey and all that, so I can't really describe any of those logos. So I'm just going to be going off the NFL logo. And I always like the Falcons, how it made the F. Dang. Yeah, that sure, Falcons, let's go for it. I like how creative it is. There. I think it's the Falcons that make the F. I cannot watch baseball. Honestly, if it were like you'll die if you don't watch baseball, if you watch baseball you'll live, I could not do it. I would, oh my god. F for failure in the Super Bowl. I don't know. Sure, F for failure. The Eagles have a pretty good logo too. But that's just me. Green's also a color I don't really like, so, you know. I have a love for all sports except golf. You don't like golf? I can't watch baseball, honestly. Something about it. Something about baseball. Man, it's 4:34. I've been streaming for 38 minutes. That's crazy. And now we're out of questions. So I might call it soon because I am getting hungry and I just want to go get food. Man, it would be cool if I could just do this more often, but damn, work gets in the way. So, have I ever been to an F? Nope, I have not. That one was the easiest question of all, probably. That didn't take any thought at all. But I probably have to go edit this target race. A lot of editing gonna have to be done, and I was actually not mad about it. It was actually a pretty crazy race. Maybe the craziest target race I've ever done. Maybe besides that All Cup race, that's my favorite. Yeah, this race is gonna be insane. There might be a lot of hurt feelings after this one. I might have to add the most recent Super Bowl in Tampa. Yeah, Code hopes he does good in the target race, as does everyone else. Joe Jefferson trying to keep his points lead. over Jennifer Buford, and then you got others like Code, who's there in third. I believe Code, are you third, right? You're third or somewhere around there. Eli just joined. Hi, Eli. I'm about to wrap it up, but you could probably always go back and look at the questions that I answered. Yeah, I think that's it. So, go Adam McDowell. Go, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy, go. I'm trying. Do I show a sneak peek? No. I could probably show who like starts on pole and all that, but nah, who cares? So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. That was. Will you ever win a Gatorade Cup Series race again? I don't know. That's up to fate to decide. Good Q&A. Yeah, that's some very great questions that were asked there. Some that made me think a lot. There were some that really just came out of the blue, and I really liked a lot of those questions. So good job, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. So that's, yep, there goes the top of the pencil with all the lead coming out. But other than that, thanks for watching. It's been going going on for 41 minutes. I have to go edit this Target race. Code's got to rewatch the stream. It should be up immediately. I think I have it on, like, just go up afterwards. So, yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching the stream. It's over. JJ's giving himself a round of applause. Maybe I'll do this in the future. Thanks for 2,100 subs. This was basically for 2,000 subscribers, but 2,100, that's a good amount too. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for the race tomorrow, which will be up in the morning at some point. So if you're on the East Coast, you might be able to watch. If you're on the West Coast, you'll probably be sleeping. That's just how I upload. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Or I won't see you guys later. Maybe I just have to quit out the thing at this point. Man, I thought that you could just end it off of here, but I guess not. Oh, you know what happened? The thing. Let's just close it. Did it work? Nope, didn't work. Still streaming. This is bad. Why isn't it working? I will never know. I feel like it's broken. So let's just do this very quickly, right? And then we'll go into game show, and hopefully we'll be able to end it from there. Audacity Firefox. Yep, this is bad.